Hey everyone, so this video today is going to be just an updated version of my everyday makeup. Um, I'm using a few new products now, so I thought I would just show you guys like what I'm doing now, because I think I did one of these a while ago, probably. So my everyday makeup is kind of, I mean, it's pretty casual. I don't wear like insane makeup every day. Um, so I usually wear like, I mean, the craziest I go is like some kind of bright eyeshadow or something, but I don't go like, I don't do full on makeup. So I thought I'd show you guys just my normal makeup. And on my blog, if anyone looks at it, I did a post with all of the products I use every day. So if you're interested, I'll show them also because I'm going to use them. So first of all, I always put moisturizer on, and I use this Olay one. I've used an old one before this that was a cheap Target brand, and it was okay, but I got this one instead. And I haven't used any other ones, so I don't really know, the difference. But it's pretty nice. So it's kind of funny because I use this and tinted moisturizer. So I'm kind of like overdoing it on the moisturizing, but I think that, um, I don't know, I think it's a good base for kind of like making your skin look really like luminous maybe. I don't know, for me I like it. So yeah, I put it all over like that. Okay. Then I use this Sonia Kashuk tinted moisturizer in Fair, because I'm very fair. You almost can't even see this. It's really like really sheer. Yeah. So I just apply this with my fingers, because I apply other foundations with a sponge, because whenever I use a sponge with this foundation, it kind of disappears into the sponge. So I just use my fingers because I realized that, oops, it just works better with tinted moisturizer. But if I'm putting on like a heavier foundation that has more coverage, I'll use the sponge. And I don't really like using foundation brushes. I don't know if I have a bad one or I just maybe don't like them. I don't know. So the reason why I like tinted moisturizers is you can go from like a really light coverage to as much as you want, and you can build on top of it. So sometimes I put a layer of it, and then I put another, depending on if I think my skin needs more coverage that day. But usually one coverage is good for me, most of the time. So you can see my skin doesn't almost even look that much different. Uh, just, you know, just a little bit more coverage. Now something new I've been using is this New York Color Green coverage stick, and they have them in other brands too. I just got this to try it out. It was really cheap. I should probably get a better quality one, but it kind of tones down redness. So I have like a birthmark right here that's kind of red in between my eyebrows, and without makeup, whenever I put just concealer, it goes away during the day, and it doesn't really cover the redness. So I thought I would try this. So I just put a little bit on, like that, and I put it anywhere else that I think maybe needs it. And then I blend it, just blend it in. And you can't really see it, it kind of somehow blends in, and then And then when you put concealer over it, you don't even notice that it's green. So I'm sure there's a lot better quality ones out there that I should probably spend my money on, but I haven't. And then I use my concealer, the one I always use, which is this MAC one. And I'm actually running out, so I need to get a better concealer soon. I think concealer, I actually I'm willing to spend a lot on concealer. I don't know, I feel like I can find really good foundations, but I always want to get a really good concealer. And I use my sponge for concealer, actually, especially up here, just to kind of set it in. There we go. So I got some of the redness away. Now for my under eye circles, I've been trying something a little bit different. I've been trying this, I have this goth white stuff from Manic Panic, and it's kind of an eyeshadow base, and I used it for Halloween for my costume actually, but you can use it for all sorts of things, and it's just white. And I'm using it for a little bit under my eyes because it kind of like illuminates instead of making it look dull or anything. So I just put a little bit of white under, and you can kind of tell the difference. And then I put my concealer over it too. So it kind of gives it an extra like coverage in a different kind of way. But I don't think it's good to leave on just white because you can really tell. It looks kind of weird and chalky if you leave it just like that. So then I put a little bit of my concealer. And I usually blend it with my fingers, my under eye concealer, because I don't know, it just works better. I really don't like using brushes for my concealers or foundation. I feel like my fingers work better for most things. And then I kind of push it around with the sponge just to make it even. So that's just my face. That's all I do for my face. And then sometimes I put a tiny bit of powder. And I'm using this also, the Sonia Kashuk one. It's just, what is it called? This is translucent fair because I'm really white, so it's pretty white. I mean, this is even kind of dark for me. So I just put it on the places that I put like the green and my concealer. I don't put I don't put the powder on my under eyes because it gets like weird and you can tell I put powder on. Also, I haven't been doing my eyebrows or anything lately because I have bangs and you can't even see my eyebrows, so I've kind of just given up on that. But, okay, so then what I usually do, I don't know, sometimes I'm not in the mood for wearing blush, so instead I either wear like this high beam just around my cheekbones and stuff to kind of, I don't know, for kind of some extra shine, some nice shine, so I guess I'll put that on. Because, I don't know, sometimes I don't have a very good blush, so I need to get a better one. But anyway, I just put some of this on, and it kind of highlights your cheekbones, and it looks pretty good. So that's what I do. And then, what next? Okay, yeah, I'm using this new liquid eyeliner by Maybelline, and it's the stiletto one. I don't know, I'm not sure about it. I like the way it stays on and the way it looks, but I'm not sure I like the applicator tip thing, because it's really like wiggly. I don't know if you can tell. It's really weird and kind of, it doesn't cooperate or something. I don't know. There's something kind of weird about it. But anyway, before I do that, I also put more of this stuff on my inner corners of my eyes for like a highlight. And you can do this with white eyeliner too. I do that sometimes. But my white eyeliner is getting a little weird. This really, like, highlights everything. And then, if you don't want it to look as white, you can put some powder over it. Okay, so I just do my little cat eyeliner. I start over here. So you can see I'm kind of starting to lift it. Also, this eyeliner, I feel like I have to keep dipping it in to get more of the eyeliner. Like, it dries out kind of quickly. So I almost every day I put cat eyeliner on. I feel like I've just always done this because I think it really looks the best on my eye shape. So when I'm, the least I can do when I do my makeup is this, because it kind of adds something to my face if I'm doing the minimum. So that's all I do. And then I have another trick that it actually really works. I read this in, I think, this month's issue of Glamour magazine, and it really actually works. And what it is I put translucent powder on my eyelashes, and when you put the mascara over it, it makes them look thicker. It's really pretty cool. So what I do is I use a little brush kind of like this, a fluffy one, and I get the translucent powder on it, like that, and I just dust it over. And it's okay if it falls on your face, because you can just clean it up later. Same with if it gets on your eyeliner, because I can just go over it. Where'd my... Oh. So I'm using this telescopic L'Oreal mascara, which is pretty good. So this one I've used probably the most out of most mascaras I've ever used. I mean, like, from a drugstore. So anyway, I think I'll always be on the hunt for a perfect mascara, but I don't think it exists. I don't know. Okay, next eye. So I let it kind of dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back over it. And lately I've just been doing my top lashes. I think it makes it look more like my eyes more open when they're just... So, I don't know if you can tell, but they make them look thicker for some reason. I suggest trying this because it's really cool. If you don't have translucent powder, you can probably just use your regular powder, but it should probably be loose because it's easier to get on. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe it off with it. And then this stuff.